Okay guys, so today we're going to talk about fingerstyle guitar, right? So what do you want to do when you start out on fingerstyle guitar? So the first thing you want to do if you want to approach this technique is you want to get the left hand down first, whatever you're going to be playing, right? So what I mean by that is like the chords you're going to be playing. So if you're a beginner and you're first starting, you're going to want to look at your basic major or minor chords. So I would start with something cool and easy like in A minor, right? So you can, that would be, you're just holding down, hitting the A string open, right? Then you're holding the second fret and string below it, second fret again, and then first fret on the B string, that's the next one down, and then the next one down is no fret, open. If I say open, that means you're not fretting any fret. You're just hitting the string by itself, right? So a subscriber, Beeman, requested something like this, and I'll probably get into doing more acoustic and fingerstyle stuff on the channel, so hopefully you guys stick around for that. But so anyway, I would do that, get like a chord like this, like A minor. And the first thing you want to do if you're going to be playing without a pick is you're going to have to build up some calluses on this hand, obviously, if you're not good at playing chords yet, but then also this hand now, because instead of having a rough pick edge, you're going to be using your nail or your thumb. So, and the basic idea is once you have the chord in place over here, right, you want to use your thumb, or if you had a pick and then we're using these fingers, you can do that too, either way, but your thumb is going to be used for basically the top three strings, right? Now with this chord, we don't need to play the low E, the top string here. We just need to start on the A. So I will use this hand and hit the thumb going down on the A, and then I would start instead of, you won't be able to do some crazy thing with all your fingers at once yet. So just use your thumb and like your index finger here first, right? So you're going to go down with your thumb and then up with your pointer finger here. And if you see, all I'm doing there is I'm going down with the thumb, and then I'm using the index finger and then my ring finger, or middle finger, sorry, middle finger, pointer finger, thumb, right? So thumb, pointer, middle. So that's only just using these three fingers for now. The more advanced you go, you can add the other ones in, but for just starting, I would just use these three for starting out, right? So you go down, and then with these, you're kind of picking up, and then this one, up. And then if you need to hit the string below it, then you could just go down with this finger for now. That's the pattern. It's down, up, up, right? And then you go up and then down again. So I'm just going right. I'm not doing jumping around or anything like, it's all just in one direction. There's no string hops or skips on the strings I'm doing yet. This is just basic, just how to fingerstyle a chord, right? So in the A minor is a great one to do because you can take this finger too and hit it on and off, right? So you can go what? If you hear those other ones where it pops more like that, I'm hitting it with my nail there. So because you can either hit that with the fleshy part of your thumb or your nail, and it's going to be hard at first, probably getting this down. If you can't do it right away, that's normal. It's going to take time to build it up. a lot of people, a lot of students I've had, are like, oh, why can't, no, my hands just don't do that or something like that. And they're not supposed to, they're not gonna at first. They didn't with me, they don't with pretty much any player. You're going to have to, sit here and practice it and look it out. You're probably going to be looking back and forth at this end and then this hand, right? But that's completely normal and fine for now. But yeah, so if you want to get something going now that's more, with more movement to it, right? Like as far as the chords go. So I would keep this basic, just thumb and index for now. So that would be your A minor, sorry. And then your C, that's C major. And that's the 3rd fret on A, second on D, open G, 1st fret on B, and then open E. Or you can just Google like C major. What I would do is just Google major minor chords on guitar and they'll all come up on your computer or your iPhone, and then you can look at them, while you practice this. And there's certain chords that'll go, together. So say like A minor goes good with C major, and then you go to G major. But if you don't have, the left hand down first, it's going to be hard to focus on the right, because you don't want to have to be focusing on the left hand and the right simultaneously, because it'll just make you go crazy basically. So just start with the your left hand first if you don't got the chords down yet, and just strum them with your thumb, right? So and then you can add in more later. So this is just like the 101 stuff that you basically want to do. All right, here's your A minor chord, C major, G major, A minor. Back, so it's just 3 chords. There's an old country saying, 3 chords and the truth. That's all you need for a song, and that's 100% true. So, then you can get into, you eventually get into playing songs. Now, I usually do this with a pick, so I'm usually doing it, if I'm doing fingerstyle kind of stuff, it'll be like... Mama told me when I was young, right? But that's a little more advanced to get to, but that doesn't take a lot further to go from once you start with things like A minor, right? C major, and then your G major. Now there's a thing like a good fingerstyle guitar player or teacher will tell you about what they call PIMA, which is I think it's like thumb, index, middle, or and ring, index, middle, ring, and something like that. I forget the exact analogy for it, but it's what I'm talking about is you use one finger like your thumb or your picked hand to hit down on the top 3 strings, and then the other fingers are usually going up on the lower strings here. So, but yeah, so refresher, just get the left hand down first and then worry about the right hand with the okay. All right, I hope that helps.